Well, I just wanted to reach out and talk to y'all tonight. I just love a good fleece sweatshirt, and it's a cozy, cozy moment. So I'm having a cozy moment. Listen, I was actually sitting at my desk tonight, wrapping up, and God just came into the atmosphere. And I don't know how many of you have ever experienced the presence of God. It's just like this cool, this warm feeling, just like a sunburst. I don't know. It's just great. And God began to speak to me tonight. And he said, Shonda, I want you to know that you are doing your absolute best. I literally just wanted to just cry. And God says to me, Shonda, I be seeing you. I see everything that you do. And I know when you are giving it something, just enough. And I know when you are doing more than enough. I know when you are giving it your best. And I want you to know, because of that right there, you passed the test. And I just wanted to come out to the car and just share that with you, because God told me that tonight. And I have to go ahead and just let it flow through me to you, to let you know you are doing your best. It doesn't matter what anyone has to say about what you are doing. It may not seem like it sometimes. And we don't measure our progress against anyone else because we are running our own individual race. So we measure it against ourselves. But I wanted to reach out and just touch somebody tonight and let you know, baby, that you are doing your best. And I know sometimes it gets boring, okay? I know sometimes you get tired. I know sometimes you get a little weary. I know sometimes you feel like you're exhausted because it's not enough hours in the day for you to do what you think that you need to be doing. But I want you to know that God sees you. He be seeing you. He see what you do. And I want you to know that you passed the test, baby, because you gave it your absolute best. Now, I want you to understand something tonight that, we talked about exposure. And a lot of times when people talk about exposure, it tends to have something negative associated with it. But God told me that he wants to expose you to this lost world. He wants to expose more of your light to the world. And the more people have an encounter with you, the closer they will become involved with God. And see, I want you to understand that a lot of us have been into this cropped photograph. We talked about being cropped into the mindset or the image that someone else had for us. But even when we remove the crop off of the frame of the picture of our lives, it's important for us to remove the filter. Because I want you to understand, baby, that God wants you to have full exposure. He wants to expose every good part of you. See, a lot of things happen back off in the garden if we go back to Genesis 1, when God created Adam and Eve. See, everything was good and they didn't lack a thing. I mean, they had power, they had dominion and everything. The glory of God was just resting real well with them. But then the tempter came and began to mess around in the mind of Eve. And she began to question the good things that God told her that she was entitled to. And sometimes, just depending on where we are resonating spiritually on our frequency, we began to kind of negotiate or question what God has told us. And over time, through experiences and circumstances and a broken heart and just things falling apart in our lives, maybe people abandoned us, maybe we've been through so much, we began to cover up. See, the leaves that Adam and Eve covered themselves with was a symbolic thing. They began to cover up the mere image that God created them in. They began to cover it up with fear and cover up with doubt and cover up with confusion and cover up with chaos, covering up with not being good enough. And that's what happens to us. We began to cover ourselves up so much that we look like not only the crop has been removed, baby, but the filter is still on the image that you have. God says he wants you to remove the filter off of your image so you can be seen. I don't know who I'm talking to tonight. God wants you to remove the filter off of your mirror image so that you can be seen. See, you have been sitting down for so long. You have been almost like in a time out with God for so long. He spiritually mentored you for so long. You've been over there doing it all by yourself for so very long. I want to reach out and just touch the mind of my sisters tonight to let you know that I understand how it is to be a single mom, baby, because you've been sitting over there and you've been doing it all for so long. Some of you don't have friends because you're that strong. You don't need all of that. God has been working so deep on the inside of you. You've been doing this so long, baby, but it's time for you to remove the filter up off of your life so that you can be seen. And I want to reach out and just touch my brothers tonight, that you've been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Come on, somebody, for so very long. So many times you are mistreated and talked down to, and people are piercing you with your words, and you begin to cover yourselves up tonight. But I just wanted to reach out and just let you know that God wants full exposure. Come on today. He wants to expose you to this world. He wants his children to be seen. And I wanted to reach out and let you know tonight, baby, that it's time for you to remove the filter up off of your image so that you can be seen. Let the glory of the Lord shine and rest and just radiate throughout your whole being tonight. Because you've been good. You are doing your best. And God is proud of you. You've passed the test. He sees you. Even when you think he has forgotten all about you because you have been weathering storms, baby. He's been giving you more character. He's been giving you more dimension to your spirit. He's been giving you more depth, baby. He's been giving you some roots so rooted into the things of God that no matter what storms come, you may sway from side to side and you may bend, but you will never break. And I want you to understand tonight that God woke me up today to let you know, baby, that you're doing a great job. He's so very proud of you, and he sees what you are doing because you're giving it your 100% best. And some of you are up against a whole lot, and you have passed the test. And in the process of becoming that thing that God sees, baby, when he looks at you, he wanted me to reach out and tell you that you can take the filter off of your image, baby, so that you can be seen. Because the time has come. The time is now for you to come and shine. Arise and shine, for the light has come. Darkness is covering the earth and all the people, but the glory of the Lord is shining on you. People are going to come to you and see God. And he is going to give you double for the confusion, for the trouble, for the mishap, for the misunderstanding, for the devil trying to block you because you were cropped into a version of something else and then you still had a filter on. God says, remove the filter, baby, so that you can be seen because the light has come to shine through you. And until the next video, guys, peace. And I still be believing, yes, I do, in you. Good night.